All right, Happy New Year 2017. If I knew how to say that in Magyar, I would. Bulldog something or another. Bulldog nape, nape. Bulldog I think is happy and nape is day. But anyway, Happy New Year 2017. And hmm, a lot on my mind today, but I'll only share a tidbit. Um, for those of you that saw the video last night of myself in the in the tuxedo, you might have thought that I was going somewhere special. When in reality, I really didn't have any big plans. I just wanted an excuse to wear the tux. And New Year's Eve was a perfect opportunity. They were having a function down here at the clubhouse, and I bought myself a ticket to go down there. And they had quite a spread, let me tell you. The food that they had last night down there at this function was just absolutely unbelievable. And they've got a really nice clubhouse here. And they've got down in the clubhouse, if you want to call it the clubhouse, they have a pub where they have casual dining on like Thursday and Friday night, and then they have a formal dining area that is available to rent for free for residents that live here. But anyway, I went down there last night, and as much as I expected, there were primarily a lot of couples, and there were older people. I don't say old people, but there were older people that were older than myself. And I stayed for a while, but then I decided that I wanted to go and walk around, around New Year's Eve. And I am my place is equidistant. For those of you learning English or using my videos as a English as a second language, equidistant is EQUIDISTANT, and that means kind of like the same distance between different points. But, but anyway, I decided that I was going to go to Naples or go down to Fort Myers, and I opted for Fort Myers. And I was driving down there, and in driving down the road, as I often do, my mind was going from here to there, and I found myself thinking about New Year's 2017, and the first thing that came to my mind was the New Year is always a measurement of time for me, as it is probably you. I can remember. Well, I don't remember year 2000. I don't think I can even remember what I did last year for New Year's Eve. Or the year before, or 2004 or 2007. I remember 2000. I remember New Year's 2000, and I'm sure probably many of you do. Remember all the people that thought the world was going to come to an end, all the computers would stop and airplanes would fall out of the sky, and the money in your bank account would just vanish overnight, and there'd be chaos on the streets. Hmm. None of that happened. But I can remember New Year's 2000. That was a good New Year. Um, and anyway, talking about chaos on the street, I got down to Fort Myers, and it was a beautiful night. Temperatures probably in the mid 60s or something, ideal for wearing a tuxedo. And I think of the thousands of people down there, I was probably one of the only ones walking through the crowd with a tuxedo on. I must have been quite the sight. But anyway, as I walk through the crowd, I got to tell you, there is a bad element. Definitely a bad element down there in downtown Fort Myers as compared to say Naples. You go down to Naples to Fifth Street or this area called Mercado, and you see Lamborghinis on the street and Porsches and all types of Ferraris and all that type of stuff. But certainly a bad element down in Fort Myers. It's more of a working class neighborhood, um, if you will. And but anyway, I didn't even stay for New Year's. I walked through the crowd, and like I have in several New Year's past, I found myself driving home. Um, trying to get home to watch the ball drop on Fox News. But anyway, speaking of Fox News, I'm so tired of Fox News. If I never see Fox News again, it'll be too soon. You know, Fox News, and I'm not just singling out Fox News, CNN, MSNBC, CBS, ABC, NBC. All the news. I just get so tired of it watching the news. But yet I always just click it on, and there's Bill O'Reilly, or whatever other show is on Fox News at the time that I turn it on. But I got to tell you, I'm tired of Fox News and Donald Trump. I wish I had something to look up what he tweeted yesterday. Donald Trump tweeted something yesterday that only an idiot could tweet. You know, now let me clarify. I voted for Donald Trump. Okay, I did. I voted for him. That being said, the guy's an idiot. I mean, just look at his tweet yesterday. For those of you Trumpers out there, just go on Google or something and just look at the tweet that he tweeted yesterday. It was like something that a 5-year-old would tweet. I don't get it. I hope and pray that he's impeached and that Pence becomes president. I hope it happens before June. No, maybe May. Hope it happens before May. That the Donald gets impeached. And but anyway, I was driving home last night, and I found myself thinking that I want to take off in February and perhaps March. And I started thinking, where do I want to go? And I know that I want to go somewhere where I can stay in one spot for the most part. I don't want to go someplace where I'm going to be traveling or wanting to go see this tourist attraction or that tourist attraction. I just want to go someplace nice, someplace peaceful, someplace very relaxing, someplace scenic, and someplace that I haven't necessarily been before. And I got to thinking about the whole the cost of it and all that type of thing. But I can rent this house here. For the month of February, probably for the better part of $4,000 a month, and maybe as much in March as well. So when you put that into consideration, that I can rent this place for $4,000 a month, and not to mention that I have well over 500,000 miles on my account with Capital One. I could go to a lot of nice places. But where sticks out in my mind is to go to Wanaka in New Zealand. It'd be toward the end of their summer down there, if I'm not mistaken. I think their summer is pretty much January, February, March, or December, January, February, something like that. But it'd be toward the end of their summer down there. And I went on to Airbnb and I looked up Wanaka, New Zealand for accommodations. And geez, for like $70 a night, I can have a nice apartment right downtown, right on the lake. And Google that if you think to. Go to Google and type in Wanaka, Wanaka. Is there anybody out there in New Zealand that's watching this video? It might be nice to come visit somebody. I think I'm going to save the other trip for to Australia for the coming winter, their summer. I think I'm going to go back down to New Zealand um, maybe come November, or not New Zealand, Australia. Go back down to Australia like next winter. Rent out my house for the whole winter, November, December, January, etc. But but anyway, that was on my mind as I was driving home yesterday. Was the was that thought? So with that in mind, I'm going to get on with my day. And oh, you know what I was going to say? What I was going to, well, I'll save that for another day. I was going to say something about how we use the passing years, the passing New Year's, and the passing birthdays as markers in time, and how so many people gauge their success or their happiness over things that they achieve within this lifetime. For me, oh, I guess I won't save this for another time. So for me, I like to think that there's a hereafter. And I like to think that within myself is a soul. And I like to think that when I leave this earth, my being will continue. My soul will continue into eternity. So I don't necessarily always get caught up in certain considerations into this life, such as I'm 54 and I'm not married yet, or I've never been married, or I've never had a child, or different things that people often commonly use the passage of time as gauges for their happiness or success or failure. But anyway, that was the thought that I have. But let's see what is the oh, I can't read it. I'm wearing my contacts right now, but it's kind of hard to read in this lighting. I guess I'm getting old, huh? All right. Anyway, on with the day. I'm gonna make Dad today French toast casserole or something like that. French toast. What am I making, Dad? Somebody made a comment on my video yesterday about one of my videos, the French toast casserole. You see the best breakfast and brunch recipes. And somebody was watching one of my videos. I get comments all the time. Google is paying me some nice money. I'm getting some nice money from Google every month for these videos. But somebody made a comment on the French toast casserole. And go and watch that video. You fast forward through the beginning of it and just get to my dad. And I got to tell you that it'll be these videos with my dad. I'm going to cherish these for the rest of my life. The videos that I've done with my dad. I'll cherish them for the rest of my life. And I say that because I just put these videos up, and more times than not I don't look at them. But every now and then I go back and I look at one of these videos, and it just it touches me, like the one with the French toast casserole there with my dad coming down. So anyway, have a great day. Have a happy New Year. Okay, take care.